Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rajni Dhingra from Taylor and Francis Group. We will begin with the session in next 2 minutes. Thank you. Attendees online, could you please confirm if I'm audible to you clearly or if you can see my screen? You can just type hi into chat box or say yes, or you can raise your hand. Thank you for confirming. Good afternoon, Rajapaksha ma'am. This is Rajni Dhingra. Could you please
Good
unmute
afternoon,
your mic?
Rajni. Good afternoon, Rajni.
Yeah. Hi, you are audible. So we'll just begin with the session in next 1 minute. We're waiting for
Yes,
more
sure.
attendees to join in.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Welcome everyone. I am Rajni Dhingra from Marketing Department at Taylor and Francis Group. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any question during the presentation, please type them into question or chat box. We will have time for questions at the end. This is about step-by-step how to access Taylor and Francis ebooks. Taylor and Francis eBooks is a single destination platform with ebooks in science, technology, engineering, medical, humanities, and social science. It includes a librarian dashboard, which provides quick access to MARC and KBART reports, usage data, entitlements, and much more. Researchers have a single point of discovery for ebooks content, multiple search options, and more. Access to the platform taylorandfrancis.com will allow users to search ebook content at both the book and chapter level. filter search results by subject area, publication date, and year published, and create citations in APA format. Flexible questions, subject collections are available. General Sir John Kotlawala Defence University, Sri Lanka, in collaboration with Taylor and Francis Group, is organizing this important session for its faculty and researchers. So that they utilize the available resources to the fullest and to enhance research output. Thank you so much. Could you please confirm if I'm audible to you? Okay, we will just connect back. Okay, thank you for confirming. We are just connecting speaker again. Sorry for the trouble. Thank you. Am I audible to you now? Please confirm. Okay, thank you. Rajapaksha ma'am, could you please unmute your mic? Thank you, audience, for confirming that you can hear me now clearly. Okay, so I would just like to repeat my last part. General Sir John Kotlawala Defence University, Sri Lanka Central Library, in collaboration with Taylor and Francis Group, is organizing this important session for its faculty and researchers so that they can utilize the available resources to the fullest and to enhance research output. Thank you so much, MP Rajapaksha ma'am, Senior Assistant Librarian, and other members from library and institute for leading this initiative and immense support. I would like to invite Rajapaksha ma'am, if you can hear me, to share your views on importance of such useful webinars for faculty and researchers. Okay, so we will just move on to the next speaker. I think Rajapaksha ma'am has some problem with the sound at her end. So we'll just move on to the next speaker. Taylor and Francis Group is provider of quality information and knowledge that enable our customers to perform their jobs efficiently, enhance their education, and help contribute to the advancement of their chosen market sectors. Let us get more in-depth understanding from our speaker for the session, Mr. Mir Hussain, Inside Sales, Taylor and Francis Group. Mir Hussain has been working with Taylor and Francis Group since 2015
and currently works as the inside sales for the online division of Taylor and Francis Group. He has previously worked as a senior editor in Taylor and Francis. Mihir, could you please unmute your mic? And I'm making you a presenter now.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Mihir, we can see your presentation.
Yes, please. Just hold on.
But you're not audible to us.
Can you hear me now?
Mihir, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, Rajni.
Hello?
Rajni, I can hear you. Yes, it's on. My mic is on. Yeah. Rajni, can you hear me? Can you please confirm if you can hear me? Then I will begin with my presentation. All right. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all doing well. कुछ नहीं कर रहा।
पूछा तुमने?
हाँ।
We can hear your and okay.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all doing fine. My name is Mir Hussain, and today I would like to explore with you the platform of ebooks and present you a small demonstration on how to access our platform, which is www.taylorfrancis.com, which will give you the information about how to access the ebooks that your institute has subscribed. Well, to give you a brief information, India about the library, about the scene in the scene of libraries in our region. So India is one of the central regions developing this notion alongside UK and US and Australia that librarians' role has expanded today. Besides being knowledge navigators, your knowledge or your role as a teacher of information literacy is developing. You ensure your library's content is used to its full potential and that your students and researchers are engaged with the library in a meaningful way. Alongside this, library has traditionally has been evolved. Over the last decade, libraries has increasingly been opting for digitalized material to add to their library collection. Therefore, my presentation will discuss how Taylor and Francis is continuously investing in digitalized material and supporting the libraries in their roles, along with how you can access our resources. I very much welcome any questions after the presentation, or if you have any questions during the presentation as well, you can raise your hand and or type in the chat box. Okay, so let me begin by giving you some background of Taylor and Francis. Taylor and Francis is a wholly owned by Informa Global PLC, who is the largest knowledge providers throughout their 60 plus companies. Based in Switzerland, Informa has 150 offices across the world with about 70,000 employees. And Taylor and Francis is the biggest business of Informa. We started our journey in 1798, and we have a 222-year-old strong legacy of bringing cutting-edge research to your doorstep. And I would like to show you some of the imprints that Taylor and Francis publishes. So on behalf of Routledge, Garland Science, CRC Press, Cogent OA, Taylor and Francis is the company who publishes books and journals on their behalf. Right now, this is our the platform where we can access the ebooks that has been purchased by your institute. 500 plus ebooks are available to you as licensed content, and plus there are more on open access content which are continuously available and they keep on updating each every time, every month, and you can have all the access to it. From here onwards, I would like to go online directly and show you how we access the ebooks that are available to you. The first thing that you can do is that you have a list of titles that has been given to you by Taylor and Francis. You will beside every book you will see the link of the titles. You can directly go there, click on the link, and you will have your book right in front of you. That is one step of doing it, because since it is a whole lot number of book, you might not remember each and every one, so keeping a list with you might bring out handy. Otherwise, this is our platform where you can play around and find the book that you want. You can search by any subject categories, you can search by any authors, you have any keywords that you want. It is pretty simple. It is the same way you search for any book in Google. All you need to do, type a keyword, and the book is right, or any other related books will be in front of you. So there are different ways how you can bring it down to the right book that you want. For example, if you check here, let's click on subjects. You see the subject categories in which we publish our ebooks. And let's take a subject category, for example, engineering and technology. So when we click on this, we will have a list of ebooks which are available to you either through open access or through the licensed content that is available. This is how it looks. So here you can see 15,307 books that is showing right now. Now the first and the foremost thing, after coming to this page, you need to click on this tab which says content I have access to. And as soon as you click that, you will have the 500 plus books that have been purchased by your institute will be available to you, plus the open access. So as you go down, you can check the amount of books that are available. To notice, you can see the green tick over here. It means this book is available to you. You have purchased the book. The sign over here means this is an open access book and can be read by anyone and everywhere. Now, on the left hand side, you will see we can further filter our subject areas. For example, all these subject areas are mentioned here, and beside the number that is given beside the subject is the number of books that are available. You can also select by publication date. Do you want a recent release? Do you want an old book? Everything can be filtered out here. Okay, let's say for example we want something from electrical and electronic engineering. So when we click it here, we get again another list. But if you again look at the left hand side, you will further receive more filters, which because again engineering, electronic and electrical engineering will have different subject areas, different topics that you are specializing. Reaching to the right point and the right content is important. So the filters really helps you to find the right book instead of wasting time going through the whole lot of books again and again, and after 10 minutes you find a book. Instead, just click on the right subject categories that you are looking for. So from here, if we select communication and information processing, so here, so we have 333 books in this category that are available. Okay, let me be a little clear about it. Since I have the full access, it is showing 333 books for me. But it depends on your institute how many books they have purchased. So the numbers will differ from here on. Right. Again, when we clicked on communication information, that have given us further filters. So my point of saying is that you can narrow down your searches to such an extent that you get a topic or a book for a very niche category, which you might not be able to see directly. So using the filters is quite important. So in the first step, I'm just showing you how to select the books and how to find the right content. Now this is one way of searching the books right here. The other way, which is again very similar to Google, you can do it here as well. So let's go to the home page and type a keyword. Let's say internet 2.0. So we have the books related to those categories available here. Now, if you look here on the subject category, you will see that these books, this particular keyword, Internet 2.0, covers a lot of subject categories on the left hand side. So again, you will need to filter out which area you are looking for. Suppose again, for economics, finance, and business, you want to understand how Internet 2.0 is helping, or how 2.0 has been doing in terms of economics. So all the related examples will be available here. So see, again, on this subject area, you can keep on filtering your searches as per your need. Filter makes it very similar, very simple, very simple, and gives you the right information. It will take you to the right book, and I mean, you don't spend a lot of time here. So I think, as per my opinion, and when I keep on searching on this platform, I use a lot of time, and it helps me a lot to find the right information. So again, you have information about a particular author that you are looking for, and if he or she is available on our platform or have published any book with Taylor and Francis, you can also use the name of the author, and the book will be right in front of you. All right, now let's go to the advanced search area. See, the advanced search give you an option to enter multiple titles, multiple author names, multiple keywords. You can keep on adding the keywords and find topics like this. For example, I want a book on nanotechnology, which is dealing with, which is relevant to economics, and which also have some information about internet. And when we search this, sorry, this no such category, but then you can, what I am trying to say is that you can mix and match your topic by using this advanced search, because it opens up more avenues for you to find a book. You know, you can try to find a book from a different category, and you want that particular information in that book. So you can use these keywords and try and find the book that you want. If everything is clear about how to search on the platform, I can move on to the next point. Is it clear with everyone? If you have any questions, then I can surely take it on. Yeah, please type a message there if you can, if you want me to go ahead. All right, then. Let me now take you to how to read the book, how to download the book, how to use the information. Okay, so from here, let's go to law. Now, when I clicked on law, these are the information that are available. You can, again, repeating the same topic that I have spoken before. You can select the title. You can filter out your subject categories, and you can find the right book. Now, the next point is, when you look into the book, by just reading the title, you can't know which is the right book for you. It is just like a print book. When you touch a book, you go to the last cover page of the book and check what is this book about. Then you go to the first page and check what is this book about. You read the content, and similarly you get an information, a brief information about what the book is about. On that, after that, you go and go ahead and decide that, okay, I want to read that book. So similarly, you have your name of the book, you have the name of the subject category where it is written, you have the name of the authors. Now you click on here, you have an abstract about what the book is about. You read it, you think this book looks important to you, you want to go ahead with it. Let's go to the book after that. Now, this is the page where you have the access to the book, you have the access to the chapters, you can download it, you can read it online, you can keep it with you, you can download it so that you can read it offline when you are out of campus. Everything can be done from here onwards. So this book is the first edition, published first in 2021, ebook published in, will be published. Location of publication is that, DOI, page number, ISBN number, and the subject categories that it covers. We had the abstract of book, which we have read in the previous page. Then we have the table of contents here. Now, the next good thing I like about ebooks is that it can be read by multiple users at multiple times without any restriction. So suppose if the library has one print book, another person wants to read the same thing and sitting side by side and read the same book. But it's not the case with ebooks. You can read it from anywhere. If you are in the IP range of your institute, you are sitting in the hostel, you're sitting in the classroom, you're sitting in the library, you're sitting in the cafeteria. Go ahead, open the book, and you can read each and everything without any stop time or without any restriction. The next thing that you should keep in mind is that you don't want to. Sometimes there are times when you think that I'm reading a book and I don't think this chapter is very necessary to me, especially in terms of non-fiction books or academic books. So this kind of abstracts will inform you what the chapter is about. So you can make your decision from here as well. And see, further than that, I will show you another option, which is here. Suppose when you are requesting a book or you are opening a book, you will have an option here which says download or read online. I'm a little confused. Why is it not showing here? Let me try another book so that it gives me an option. Okay. Well, okay, there must be some technical error where I'm not getting the option of. But otherwise, when you will on this side of this page, you will have an option which says download PDF or read online. So the difference is when you click on read online, it comes to you as an HTML file. You read it just like an online. You read it online. Like an article, like any book. When you download it, you have the option to read it if you are not in the campus. If you are traveling and you are not in the campus, you can read it there. You can have, and again, our PDF files are very interactive, and you can highlight the important topics. You can directly, if there are any word that you you can select a whole paragraph and copy paste it and use it somewhere. While I spoke about copy paste, it is my duty to let you know that anyone can definitely download the books or the chapters and provide it to the students, but it has to be non-commercial. So you can only use it as a teaching purpose. You cannot use it for a commercial purpose by downloading our chapters or the book. So that is one point. Another one is that when you go to the chapters, you have the option to download the chapters as well. So there are sometimes when you don't want to download the whole book. Again, sorry for the technical error that is showing here. Otherwise, again, you will have an option here which will say that you can download the chapter. So there will be a tab here. It will say download chapter. So you can just download one chapter and read it. You don't necessarily need to download the whole book. So you can go chapter wise and then get all the information there. So yes, that is the pretty simple way of how to access our ebook platform. Just to summarize again, you go to the subject area, you find the right subject area that you're looking for. You after going to the subject area.
Mir?
Yes, Rajni.
Yeah, if you want, this page is visible on my screen. That how a user can see that it is downloadable and all the chapters. Do you want me to share my screen?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen once.
So till Rajni fix up that screen, let me okay.
Yeah, can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so you can explain it now.
Yes. So that, see, if you look here, there is on the right hand side there is option for download, and there is option for read online. And Rajni, can you scroll down a bit, please? Yes, there. So, like I was saying, there is an option to download the chapter. You can just click on it and you can download it. So it makes pretty simple. Rajni, if you can just download one chapter, please.
Yeah. I've clicked on the download. And are you able to see the downloaded chapter?
Yes.
Okay, so,
So
it's total 11 pages.
Yeah, the chapter is of 11 pages.
Okay, I'll scroll down bit for everyone's reference. That once you download the chapter, so you are able to download the complete chapter into PDF format.
Okay, so here you will have all the, when you download, so this is the okay. So yes, once you download it, you can have all the option available there to highlight and stuff, and get all the relevant information from there onwards. So I hope this is pretty clear with you. Please remember, I will mention it again, to click on the tab where it says show content I have access to. Actually, I can take it from here to show the other screen.
Okay. I'm making your presenter again.
All right. Yeah. So yes. please remember to click here so that you have the right information for you without wasting any time with the whole list. Otherwise, you definitely have the list of we have already provided the list to the library. You can request a copy of the list, and then look through the whole list of books, and you can start just typing the name of the book or the author or anything, and the information will be right available with you. All right, so this is the way our platform works. This is the simplest and the most easiest way how we explain to our users to use it the most number of times, so that you have access to every information. Again,
we are repeatedly receiving one question: how to log in into system, or how to register Taylor and Francis ebooks.
How to okay, so you don't necessarily need to log in here, because you will be in the IP range. When you are in the IP range, you automatically, our platform will automatically give you the access to the list of books. So it is not necessary, but then for your like, for example, I have logged in here, it is there, but then it doesn't necessarily mean you will have any benefit over there, but because you will be in the IP range, you will be in the campus, and the books, since the IP range will be set by our system, irrespective of logging in or not, you will have the access to the titles.
So do they need any login ID or credentials? Can you brief them again? Or how they can reach out to their library for accessing the ebook?
Sorry,
so they're asking, users are asking do we need to reach out to our library when we are logging into our system? So basically how it functions, do they just randomly type Taylor and Francis ebooks and that will open, or do they need to log in into their library dashboard or something like that?
No, you don't need to log into any dashboard or anything. You just need to type in the web address, which is taylorfrancis.com, taylorfrancis.com, and you will have the access. If you want to log in, you can definitely log in there. But nevertheless, you will have the titles available to you because you will be in the campus in the IP ring.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Rajapaksha ma'am is also here. Yeah, Rajapaksha ma'am, please brief it. Thank you.
Yes, actually, I want to clarify one thing. Actually, we have provided the login within the KDU intranet, and also we have provided remote access facility as well. So in order to access to the remotely access to the Taylor and Francis books, we have given the special login credentials called Cebulet, to the Cebulet login. So we have created for all student and staff a separate Cebulet account to access to the Taylor and Francis remotely. So that is the access given by without the university premises.
If I have got your question correctly, you want to know if the users can use the ebooks titles when they are out of campus with the login with the remote access details. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes.
So, ma'am, we will be providing you the remote access details. So it happens two ways. Either you have a set of users who are traveling or who want to read it out of the campus, then you give us their email IDs and we will set remote access on their behalf, where we will give them email ID and a login ID, which will include the username and password, or we will just give a common user ID and password which can be used by anyone.
Yes.
So there
should be that would be very much the benefit for our users, because especially during this pandemic situation, physically they can't come to the library. So that's why we have given the remote access to Cebulet credentials.
Yeah. So
we have received all the users present here in the session right now, their email IDs with us. So when we are sharing the session recording, with that only we'll share the login credentials details, which would be passed firstly to the library, and accordingly you can forward it to whomsoever you want. Mir, is that right?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Yes.
So ma'am, you can do it, both ways. You want a common ID which can be, but then we would suggest it would be better if we get the email IDs of the user so that we know who is using. Otherwise, it's
better
because
Yes, it's better to have a common the common remote login credentials for all.
Yeah, common, but at the same time, ma'am, if you can give us the email IDs or the user details about who is using outside the campus, then it keeps both the parties in the safer side.
Okay.
All right. Do we have any more questions regarding from any of the first-hand users? Do we have any questions about how do you have any?
I'm just unmuting a user. His name is Pradeep Sarasinghe. Please give me a second. Mr. Pradeep, you can ask the question now.
Hello.
Hello, you are audible. Please.
I have a question regarding if there is any several number of editions on any book, how it can be identified. Hello.
You're not. Yes. How it's not. Can you please repeat your question again? You're not very audible.
If there are a lot of editions on a same book, how it can be identified? Is there any way to input the details over there?
No, yes, for addition also, if it is been if it is if your institute has purchased the book, the additions will come on its own. Whenever you are searching, you will get the edition of the book on its own.
I mean, there can be several editions on the same topic. So to find out the real one, I mean the correct one.
Sir, sir, if you don't mind, can you please write down your question here, because your connection is not proper.
Right.
Okay, so I am just unmuting another user. Her name is Narada. Just a second. Hi, you can ask your question now.
Yeah, I'm Narada Varnasuriya. I have three questions. One is now Taylor and Francis was described as the biggest publisher in social sciences, but you're not exclusively social sciences. No, you have biomedical titles too, or only biomedical titles with the social science perspective.
No, no. That is not right. We publish in all the subject categories. So if you're talking about that you want a book on biomedical science, you will get the book on biomedical science, purely on biomedical science. No, it will not be related to humanities and social science.
Because you said biggest publisher in social sciences, I thought it was more oriented towards social. Anyhow, you have answered the question. Now, actually, the next question is for Manjula. What level of subscription to Taylor and Francis books do we have? For example, how many Taylor and Francis books we have access to? Manjula is also. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Actually, we have purchased 550 ebooks from Taylor and Francis last year, sir. And before proceed with the purchasing part, we have circulated the list among all the faculties to get their recommendations. But we haven't got any recommendation from the Faculty of Medicine to subscribe for the particular medical books. Yes, sir. And around anyhow 550 books we have purchased from Taylor and Francis.
Right. Okay. Thank you. That's very good. And the other thing is, I watched your demonstration. You did some topics which you chose, especially because my interest is in biomedical topics which have a large social science perspective. Can we do a quick text search for an area? I mean, I will tell you the area. I would like you to do me a search on clinical nutrition, right? Clinical nutrition with the emphasis on the pediatric or the child age group. Can you just demonstrate the clinical nutrition with the emphasis on the pediatric age group, what your selection is? Clinical nutrition with the, pertaining to childhood or the pediatric age group.
All right. So clinical nutrition pertaining to pediatrics.
Yeah.
Am I right, sir?
Yeah, pediatric age group. The pediatric age group. I saw clinical nutrition aging there. Yeah. Clinical nutrition titles pertaining to the pediatric age group, child. That is right. Okay, we'll put it like that and see.
Yeah.
Okay, good. This nutrition, diagnosis of non-accidental injury. Is that the just when you put it, only those two titles come up?
Yes, these two titles came up.
Can I put one more? Can we put energy protein malnutrition?
Sure, sir. Do you want me to remove pediatrics?
No, yeah, so but we can do now clinical nutrition. One of the main topics would be for pediatrics, energy, protein, malnutrition. So shall we put energy, protein, malnutrition?
Energy,
Protein, malnutrition. TR, yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's see what comes up. Okay, now these better. Clinical nutrition for health scientists, agricultural development. Okay, can we go up? Fish, food and hunger.
fish, food and hunger, yes.
Introduction to nutrition and metabolism. Can we go up? Scaling up and scaling down. Okay. Okay. So really, I think in a way I have got an answer to the question. I think your selection has a very strong social science bias. I think you have only few titles in straight biomedical topics. I'm not talking it off as a weakness. I can still use it, but I think so. Now I tested out an area where
Sir, I have a reply to this question. In case you are you a faculty or are you a researcher?
Well, I'm a senior professor and I'm a researcher or a research supervisor.
Okay, okay. So, sir, you can raise this requirement also. We will be sharing an email with you with the session recording. Over that, you can actually share your specific research requirement with us, in which area exactly you're looking forward for the content. And what we can do is that we can prepare a bespoke list for you. So in which you can give us the topics that you are doing a research or you're teaching in XYZ area, and you are looking for titles related to that specific area. Even if we will have 2 titles or 20 titles or so on, but we will provide you that bespoke list. That will help you to actually look forward for the titles, whether that's available in print or whether that's available into ebook. And then accordingly, you can do the recommendation with your library. But that will actually give you a handy answer that this kind of content is available.
Okay, thank you. That's very good. So you will send me an email. You will send me an email.
Yes, we will send the session recording to all the attendees here, and attendees can raise their requirement in reply to that email that what exactly they need in addition to the session they have attended, and then we can help you with the requirements.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just
Thank you
go
so
up
much for your
a little
time.
bit more? Can we go up in this list a little bit more?
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
short by time, so.
All right, that's fine. That's enough.
Thank you so much. But we understood your requirement and we will help you with the suited requirement. Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Do we have any more questions? You can type them into the chat box. Okay, so we'll just go back to Mr. Pradeep Sarasinghe question. If there are several editions on same book are available, is it identified in interface? So, sir, to reply to your question that yes, our books are mentioned by edition 1, edition 2, edition 3, because there are a lot of titles with us which are published or are there in 200th edition, 250th edition, or 270th edition, so on. So this is actually described on our website. But most often, what we have started doing is that we also discontinue the titles which has got a lot of editions, because we prefer to showcase the latest edition there. But if you need details on any specific research area along with the additions into that particular title, we can certainly help you with that. I hope that I have answered your question to level best. Otherwise, we will circulate the email with the session recording and you can revert back with your specific question and we will try to level best to support you. Do we have any more questions? We will just wait for 2 more minutes. We have a question. How big is your open access collection? Sir, we are growing in this area. Mir, would you like to answer this, or I can give a very basic reply to it and access to our open access books?
No problem, Rajni, that's all right. I'll just add on to it because as Rajni mentioned, we have a big list, and again to reiterate, it is growing. It keeps on updating. Our OA books keeps on updating. So whenever you search for any OA books, you will find that the list has increased, and it will keep coming to you. So irrespective of any subject areas, you will be able to select the OA list, because we don't have a definite number for now, but it keeps on updating. So you don't have a very small
Mir, I think we have lost.
Of OA, but a larger list which keeps on updating. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, Professor has confirmed. Okay, so I think we will just close the session here now, but we are not receiving further questions. But if you have any further questions, you can write it to Madam Rajapaksha about your queries, and she can also, arrange replies for you. Dr. Mir, thank you so much for such an insightful session. And now I would like to request Rajapaksha ma'am to please share your views on this important session that we have organized with your support. Earlier we had an issue in connecting it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Rajini. Thank you very much, Ms. Rajini. First of all, I would like to thank our speaker today, Mr. Hussain. Thank you very much for your demonstration on the ebook collection, and thank you everyone. We appreciate you being here with us. And finally, I would like to thank Mr. Vinay, Account Manager, Telan Francis, and also Mr. Rajini, Senior Marketing Manager from Telan Francis, who are coordinating this session for KDU. And thank you very much for all participants, including senior professors, students, lecturers, and other attendees who are being with us today. And thank you very much. So as Ms. Rajini told, if you have anything to clarify with the library, please, always we are waiting your response and your comments and all. Then we are here to help you. Thank you very much all.
Thank you so much, Rajapaksha ma'am. As you rightly mentioned, before we wrap up the session here, I would like to stress on this very important point again, because we have researchers, faculty, and senior members along with the students attending this very important session, that once you will receive the session recording from us, and if you have any query, if you need any bespoke list on any particular research area on which you are working currently, you can reply to that email, and we will help you with the customized list which would be more suitable for your requirements or on the research area you are working. Whether you need to access an ebook or whatever, or a research article or any journal details, we will help you with all the customized information for your better research output. So that is a assured support from our end. If you think that there is another need of this important session, or if you feel after some time that there is need of this important session, then you can reach out to Rajapaksha ma'am, and she can think about another session to organize. Thank you everyone, our online audience. You have been wonderful. Virtually, you have been very patient and thank you for your patient hearing. E-certificates and recorded presentation would be shared with you all soon. Thank you again for joining us today, and we hope to meet you again in upcoming webinars. Thank you. Thank you, Mir.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Rajapaksha ma'am. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
I wasn't able to join.